sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
That is correct, boys and girls. We have moved back to England, and I have got my hat on because it's cold in England at this time of year. It is February. We did join over a week ago. We actually joined the morning of the Southampton at home game, but I didn't want to live com that because I thought, you know, what's the point? We haven't done anything. We're not going to be able to make any sort of massive impacts on the game, so I kind of just thought, screw it, we'll let the assistant manager take control of that game. So I actually holidayed that game as if I was, you know, so it was kind of like I'm there watching in the stands sort of thing, and then we take over after that. That was the kind of premise for that. We drew 1-1 in that match. We'll have a look at that in a second. And yeah, thank you so much to everybody who commented and voted on the last episode. It really did mean a lot. I did and ah for a long time about what to do, and I just felt that I wanted to move about. You know, I felt I wanted to do it. I honestly didn't think I was going to get the Everton job. I was actually also offered interviews at Huddersfield and Sheffield Wednesday. There are two other YouTubers, two friends of mine, FriedBadger and Bood FM, doing saves with both those teams. I'm going to link them at the end of the episode, so when the little card comes up at the end, their little icons or whatever, I'll find a way to link them. I don't know if I'm going to do their their avatars or maybe a video clip or something. I don't know yet. It's all the decisions I've got to make when editing, but they will be there at the end of the episode, so you can go check them out. There were a couple of other teams that were out. Rio Ave was one, but I did go for an interview at Rio Ave, but they chose somebody else. And who else was there? Martimo as well. They went with, why am I thinking Edgar Davids? I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. They went with somebody else anyway. And randomly, really surprisingly to me, Everton offered me the job. I didn't expect it, but they did. So here we are. Also, transfer deadline day was literally yesterday. So I've made a few signings. I'm not going to go through the entire squad. I'm going to show you a few key players, the players that I've brought in as well. I've made a couple of signings. One of them I'm very excited about. And then we will crack on with the FA Cup game against Leeds, which is today's live com. First of all, like I say, for the last match, the first match we were here at the club, but we didn't take charge, was against Southampton. It was a 1-1 draw. A fantastic effort by the boys. I'm not sure if I love this new Vertex skin, but I'm not sure if I like that because for some people it can make it a little bit difficult to see. But a goal from Nice, I don't know how to say. Guys, you know what to, let me know in the comments down below if you want to, if it really matters. I'm not one of these people who cares about how names are pronounced, but some people get really pissy about it. So if you want to drop in the comments down below, I've got a feeling it's Nias. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. One stumped me a little bit there. Ward-Prowse with the goal for them. And Bay, we'll just call him Bay. His first name is Bay. Feck it, we'll call him Bay. He scored for us. Wilfred Boney did pick up an injury in that match, but I'm not too sure if, that's disappointing. That's a bit of an annoying feature. I'm used to the go back button there, but there you go, never mind. I do love this skin, don't get me wrong. This hat is very tickly in my eyes. But I'm wearing it because my heating is playing up at the minute, so it is actually really cold in here. It's not just me saying it's cold in Liverpool. It's freaking freezing around this place. So that was that. That leaves us now in the Premier League 18th. Okay, so we're not too far behind Newcastle, who are just above us, and Southampton and co. So it's salvageable, very salvageable. Leicester have actually moved up. Leicester were struggling. They were like 15th, 16th, I think, not too long ago when I looked. And then obviously Everton came in, looked a bit closer, and they've moved up the table. So we're doing really, really well. in terms of that. Look at Andre Griezmann. Where did I get Andre from? Antoine Griezmann playing for Manchester United. That is a fantastic little signing for them. I'm not looking forward to some of these matches that are going to be coming up either. But anyway, in terms of our transfers, things that have happened, not scouting. I don't care about scouting. Well, I do care, but not at the moment. We don't want to be looking at that. This is what we want to be looking at. So these are the ins and outs for the club this season. They actually let Sam Byrne go. Oh, it's different. I'm sorry. Ignore me. I got him confused with the guys with Sam Byram for some reason. Yannick Bolassi's gone to Newcastle this season, so I've lost him as well. Leighton Baines, he's left. He's actually still around. He may be 35. I wonder if he'd come back. He'd have to come back as a player head of youth development. I'm not doing that. I just thought it'd be pretty cool if he came back. So he's gone, and I sold David Costa. Okay, I don't think, no, he didn't. He's not been here very long, but he was very unhappy, and they didn't rate him at all. He only played 5 games. He joined last season when they were in the Championship for 9 million. I've sold him for 9 million, so we've not lost any, we've not made any. It's just we've got his money back. Siem De Jong, I sacked basically. I got rid of him the first opportunity I got because I tried to sell him and he wouldn't go. And I said to him, look, mate, if you don't go, I'm not going to play you. I'm not going to register. And his response was, good, I'll get paid for doing feck all. So I was like, okay, you're out. And I just released him on a free. It only cost me a couple of £100,000. He's picked himself up a club. So good luck to them with him, because his attitude stinks on this save. Ashley Williams, I let go on a free. His contract was up at the end of the season. He wasn't playing, so I wanted just to get him off the wage bill. Ben Marshall has moved to Sheffield Wednesday. Renshaw, a young goalkeeper, has moved to Sheffield United. So all of these people here, Ross Barkley returned from Chelsea, so they sold him and got him back. Lee Griffiths, who's their top goal scorer. This young man is a young goalkeeper. I don't know. They've made some very poor decisions in the transfer market. Obviously, Kevin Trapp is a decent goalkeeper. They've got Canales. I don't know how he's going to feature for me yet. I don't know if I'm going to choose him a lot in the team. I don't know. Well, he might surprise me. Hope he does. I've sent his loan has now been cancelled. I'll show you his stats, but I didn't want him. I just didn't want him. I wanted to give Luke Garbett a go, and we've also got somebody else who plays left back, so I just thought it's a bit overkill. Luke Garbett's a more than adequate understudy, so we'll just go with that. Alan Judge, they signed for £6.25 million. He's actually on the transfer list, so we'll see how he gets on. I like Alan Judge, but I just don't think he's going to be good enough. They've signed Arietta on loan from Real Sociedad. I had to reinstall Football Manager, and I forgot to add the name fix, so I need to sort that out. But he's on loan. He looks a very good little player. This poor guy, he came in on loan. I came in and sent him back because he's good, but I wanted to bring my own players in and I wanted a bit more freedom. Jordan Allen is a player that was signed just before I come from MK Dons, so he's one to watch for the future, I guess. And these two are mine. John Ezekore, he cost me £6.5 million, but I needed another defender. He's 27, Danish international. He's a good, solid player. He tends to do really well for me in Football Manager, so I'm hoping he will continue that trend. And this young man, I am very excited about. Flavio Perez. He is a young Brazilian, signed from Sao Paulo for a bargain of around 2.1, rising to about £3.8 million. And I really like him. I really, really like the look of him. He just looks superb. He's strong. He's quick. He's got a good first touch. His determination's decent. His teamwork is fantastic. Off the ball, he's fairly good. His positioning is not great, but we can work on that. He's got good technique, good flair. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he comes along and develops in the team. I really am pleased with him. I think we may have another Danilo on our hands here. Those of you who watch Grassroots to Greatness will know what I'm on about there. So that's the squad. Tactics wise, we've gone with the same tactic as we're using at Rosport, I think then. Also the 4-4-2 is the backup option, but I'm going to start with this one, see how we go with it. I had it on instruction, so the assistant manager had to play against Southampton. They did okay with it, so that's should be all right. And in terms of the finances this season, the club has £19 million in the bank. We've got £6.2 million left on transfers, but transfer window has shut, so there's not much going to be happening with that. Also, another side note, Steve Jagielka is in the under-23 squad, but he's now an under-23s player. He's a player and an under-18s coach, so there's that as well. But today is all about the FA Cup, the fourth round of the FA Cup away at Leeds United. It's going to be a difficult game. I was going to say Gavin then, but that's his son. Gordon Strachan is the manager at Leeds. He's back there. They are struggling in the Championship at the moment. They're 20th, I believe. They were last time I looked. We better just double check that, but they were 20th last time I looked. And they may be doing a little bit better now, maybe doing a bit worse. I don't know. They're 19th now, so they've improved a little bit. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one today. It'll be interesting to see how we go about this. What's up with him? Oh, yeah, Wagner was sacked by Huddersfield and took over Sheffield Wednesday about 2 days later, so that's good. Walsh is looking to help him, is he? That's wonderful. We're all looking to help him. We want him to be an absolute worldie of a player. Will he be involved against Leeds? I may pop him on the bench. Screw it. Why not? We've brought him. We haven't brought him just so he can sit around and do nothing. We brought him so he can play some football games. And I'm very much a throw him in at the deep end kind of guy. These two boys aren't going to be fully fit, ready for the game, which is unfortunate. But it's just a way of life, unfortunately. It's just the way things are. I bet we're about 10 minutes into this video already. So I apologise for that. It's going to be a longer one today. Let's hit the quick pick and see what happens. So it's gone with Trapp, Coleman, Maguire, Morey, Boylerson, Balzania, McCarthy, Barkley, Arietta. Oh, it's thrown Perez in. Oh, it's gone deep end to the max. Deep end to the max. Andy Carroll is still here. I couldn't get rid of him. But this young man, Freddie Davidson, my youth scout, my youth team manager and stuff bang on about him. So I'm just going to pop him on the bench and just give him an opportunity. Joe Zakore isn't quite fit enough. Neither are a few of these other guys. I need to set up their playing in the under-21s and stuff to get fitness up and all that sort of stuff. But I'm fairly happy with that first team lineup. I'm fairly happy with the subs as well. I'm happy to give. Hey, if they reckon Perez can be thrown straight in, I'll throw him straight in. I don't mind. I need to make sure I turn my TV right down. Otherwise, we'll all be deaf. Have the number 14 shirt, and you can have the number 28. That's nice, isn't it? It's beautiful, that. I like that. I like it. So, let's get highlight. Oh, they're already on. Of course, because I didn't play the last match, did I? So I wouldn't have turned them off. So, I like this. I do like it. It's a very wonderful thing. They've got some good players, Leeds. I mean, they've got Nathan Dyer. I know he's getting on a bit, but he's a good player. Zach Clough, we all know how good a striker he could be, a football manager. You know, they got a couple of decent lads there. But then again, so have we. We've got Perez. I just hope he's not one of these players that promises so much and then gives so little. You know, I don't want that. I've taken off the bits around the side. You'll see why when the highlight ends, because there's actually quite a lot of gubbins on the screen. You know, when the little panels come up, and there they are. We need to change them. I'm not going to change them now. We'll leave them as they are for now. Go on, Boyson. Go on. Here's Barkley, McCarthy. This feels so strange. Go on. Oh, it's a beautiful move. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. Barcelona-esque. Barcelona-esque that was. Very pleased with that. Very pleased indeed. Let's have a little look at it. This is the point now where we have to do the awkward filler. while we wait for the highlight to load. My hands are freezing. My hands are absolutely frozen because the heating is dying. It's working again. I managed to get it working again, but the house is so cold because the heating went overnight. We woke up this morning, me and my wife, and we've got double glazing everywhere, which is absolutely freezing our knackers. Well, I was freezing my knackers off. She was freezing her nip-nips off. So, I just said nip-nips on a video. That is terrible. Come on. Today would be lovely. Thank you. So Coleman, oh, that is a beautiful touch from Marietta. And a lovely fit. I thought Griffiths had taken too long, but he hadn't. He just sort of bent it round the keeper, didn't he? It was a lovely finish. Really lovely. I'm very pleased with the way that game has started so far. I'm not so pleased about why. I think he must have been pushed over or something there. I like the little rings around the players as well that change direction depending on where the player's facing. Oh, they've equalised. That was piss poor. That really was piss poor defending. Very disappointing, that. I think that's Coleman, isn't it? Very disappointing. The goalkeeper should be doing better. I mean, the central defender should have got there and closed that out. But the goalkeeper, for a keeper of his supposed quality, he should have done a lot better than that. Really, really disappointed. Okay, I'm going to go assertively, get back out there and sort it out. And see if that lights any fires under them. You know, it's going to take a while. We've come in and changed the style a little bit. People will say, oh, just use the same style they use, but I don't want to. I play this game my way. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. You play it your way. You have your style. You have your way about going about things. Everybody doesn't have to agree with it. Oh, that would have been a beautiful ball if it had got over the top to Perez. I need to team talk. Assertively demand more. Oh, Perez on his debut. A terrible mistake at a maker from the Leeds defence there. Barkley lost it. Brinkett, that is absolutely woeful. And then a debut goal. He's not going to miss that, is he? He is not going to miss that. So he's off the mark already. And a very muted celebration. Just a little clap. Just a little, oh, thank you very much. I'm happy with that. That's kind of got us back on terms anyway. Back in front, should I say. I'm going to put you in there. I'm going to give Alan Judge a run there. Okay, I'm going to give Alan Judge a run out because he deserves... I mean, a lot of these players deserve every opportunity to prove to me that they deserve to be here next season. And Alan Judge, even though he's on the transfer list, he's one of those players. He deserves that opportunity. And he's going to get that opportunity. Perez, you've done a wonderful job. But I'm going to give the young Freddie Davidson a run out now. Just to try and keep Perez fresh. It is Barkley, though. Ross Barkley into the area. And he's got his second. Cancel pending changes. Cancel pending freaking changes. Oh, it won't let me. Won't it let me? Oh, will it let me? Will it do? Will it let me do? Interesting stand there from Leeds. Lovely finish from Perez. 2 on his debut. Very pleased with that. This ground's all over the shop, isn't it? Jesus, they need to sort Ellen Road out. My God. Yeah, it wouldn't let me cancel them. That's a shame. I was going to cancel it and just swap it so that Perez stayed on and... the other striker came off the ring. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's 3-2. That was a fantastic looking finish. That did look a very good finish. Poor defending again. Hopefully Akare, when he comes in, will sort that out a little bit. We've got 87 minutes on the clock. Squeaky bum time. Maury's been booked now. This is it, surely this is it. Come on, ref, blow up. Not literally. Oh, just over the top there from Villalba, and that'll deal with surely. It does, a 3-2 win, a nice win. Still, you know, cause for concern. That looks like Premier Manager 2. Oh, the memories. Calmly, a good win. I'm not going to get carried away with them. Where's old Perez? Because he had a corker for us. Passionately, very proud of your performance. And that's got him well chuffed up. So I'm happy with that. That is a fantastic result for us. We need to now see. Let's go see who we've got in the next round. Who will we draw in the next round of the FA Cup? Do we do it? Do we look? No. I'm going to leave it as a mystery. It's going to be a mystery for you. You're not going to know what the hell's happening. You're not going to know who's the FA Cup opponent next time out. You're not even going to know who the next live comes against. Arsenal spanking Brentford 5-1. That's good. We've got £95,000 for that. We've won. Fantastic debut for the boy. Manager support boosts Perez. Flavio Perez has thanked manager Paul Howe. Oh, already the respect between me and this boy is there. I'm going to praise his performance. You were superb. Oh, we got a bromance. I think we got a bromance brewing here between me and the lad. Oh, I'm hoping he's going to really kick on and do well. But only time will tell, I guess. So that is it, guys. We've took the plunge. We've moved back to England. We've moved back to the Premier League. Back to the Premier League. We've moved to the Premier League. We've never been in the Premier League. We've been in a Premier League, but not the Premier League. Also, the campsite's gone. That sucks a bit. We've got no campers anymore. But we are going to keep looking at Rosport. Their league is always going to be loaded up. So it'd be interesting to see how they do now. Maybe next episode, we'll give them a bit of time to settle, new manager coming in and settle down and stuff. And we'll go and have a look at them, see how they're getting on in terms of this season and stuff. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to go check out Bood and FriedBadger. Their series are linked to the side of me. Oh, wrong way. To the side of me. You can tell I'm having to look at the screen to see which side I'm meant to be pointing, but they should be over there if I remember. If not, then this has been a fantastic waste of time. But guys, I hope not too many of you are disappointed with left Rosport, but we will go back. Before the end of the series, we'll go back and we'll have a bit of unfinished business, I'm sure. So we'll go back and try and finish that off a little bit. Who knows? They could flourish without us, and we could end up playing them in the Champions League in a few seasons and getting our asses whooped by them. Nobody knows for sure. But guys, I'm going to go now because this video has dragged on a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the like button down below if you're still enjoying it. And I'll catch you all in the next episode back in England with Everton. Bye bye. This hat has tickled the crap out of my eyes.